do like that. Yes. Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Let's see what's going on in my live. Who is here? I see there's a lot of people who have come in already. First of all, I'm so glad to be back with you guys. I've been off my lives for so long. If you haven't heard already, I've been ill for a while. So I had my operation finally on the 10th of May. Not fun at all. I've got some things to say about it, but anyway, I'm back and I'm feeling so much better. The really great news is that through all of this, I have lost about 10 kilograms, which is like, thank you, darling. Okay, but not in a fun way. So I want to ring the singing bowl just for you guys for a few minutes while we let more people come into the room. Hello, everyone. Hello. Let's just get the sound vibration going here. I see my ad is running. I'm going to turn that off for a second. Hold on. And my volume down. Let's redo that. Calling in all the spirits, and today I'm asking my spirit guides to please work with me to bring in the ancestor energy. Hello everybody, because we are, and I've been feeling this for a couple of days. I think it's been about 3 days now, since about Friday. Spirit has been kind of saying, ancestor, passed on loved ones, it's their time. So that's what I want to work on today. I literally dreamt about doing this reading last night in my sleep. Okay, so it's time. It's time. For a few moments, let's change the energy around us. Let's change the energy in this room, in the room where you are. Let's go. Hey, somebody from South Africa, somebody from France as well. Welcome. I must come visit you in France. There we go. Let's activate my clairaudience. Okay, so I've had an amazing weekend, very restful. I had my oldest daughter come over and do an amazing healing on me. She's also very spiritual. She's the only one who knows how to shift my energy. So I'm so glad to be feeling energetic again, feeling like I'm around again. And I'm so glad you guys are here. So let me go into the chat before I start. I always like to say hi to everybody. Wait a minute, let's go and have a look and see who we got here. Jennifer, you were like, yeah, you're a member as well. To all my members, I'm going to be live again. What is the time now? 5, 6. It'll be at 7 p.m. my time. That will be 1 p.m. New York time. So just please check out. I'm in South Africa. I'll be live for my members. And we're going to hang out. We're going to chat. We're going to do like, yay, all that kind of fun stuff. Okay. So yeah, we've got Moonbeam Soul Star coming in. Yay, you finally caught it live. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be 100% honest with you. It doesn't matter how many times I do these lives. From me to you, it's only a few of us, like 170. But every time before the lives come in, I'll be like, oh my God, I'm a heart attack. But once I'm in, I'm fine. So yeah, thank you for the support. Thank you for being there. And thank you as well, Tia Marie, for the super thanks. Thank you so much. It will feed my Oracle and Tarot deck addiction. That's how it's going to be. So yeah, hello from Scotland as well. Is that Scotland? Oh, hello. Beautiful place. Wow. Minnesota, Julie Grace, Galinda the Good Witch. I love it. Thank you so much from California, Southern California. Monica, welcome. Sierra, welcome. Chris Regan from Illinois. How are you? And Amy, hi. It's so nice to see you. Thank you so much. I lost a lot of weight here. I have been unable to eat for about 2 weeks. It's been crazy. And the medication they were giving me, I'm allergic to certain medications. So the medication they gave me, I was throwing up everywhere for days. And now I lost a lot of weight in like 3 days. And I was actually like, this is not so bad, but I think I'm going to die, but it's not so bad, but it was okay. I'm really so much better. I'm so thrilled. I'm so much better. So thank you as well, Vivi. Thank you for saying I'm so much better. Thank you. Sharon, how are you? Hi, Sharon. Baby cakes as well. Can't wait to see you guys later in the members. There's so many of you. I see you from Camilla, from Bristol. If I miss anyone here, yeah. Okay, forgive me for that. But yeah, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be back here. So I've been in this energy, sort of like with the ancestors as well, coming in. What is an ancestor if you don't know already? In my country, South Africa, we are really kind of connected to ancestor energy, even though it's not really in my culture, but this is my adoptive land. So I've been adopted here by Africa, you know, so it kind of resonates because we were born here. Ancestor is a passed on loved one, but it can also be a passed on loved one that comes from quite far back in your family lineage. And these are part of our spiritual teams, okay? So it's been very strong for the past couple of days. I'd say from before the weekend already. And because I wasn't doing very well, I couldn't come do anything about it. So I am very happy. I'm not actually doing one like big reading. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be giving a chance for everybody's energy to come in and come through, because different ones will have different messages. Oh, Yogi Works, welcome to the Hedgeridge community. It's going to be so great to see you. I will be back in about 2 hours again. I think it'll be 1 p.m. New York time. Yeah, Eastern Standard, I think that's it. So what we're going to be doing is I'm using my Ancestors and Angels Tarot, but I'm going to be asking only to be showing me the ancestor energy, and we're going to see what messages come through, and you will know which message is yours. You're going to know, okay? And somebody else as well, join the community. Wait, I can't see. Let me see. Let me scroll down. Wait a minute. New members, thank you so much. You guys are absolutely amazing. We have fun in the memberships. Corn Fanatic Beck. Okay, very cool. I love that. We will see you. We'll definitely see you. Oh, Brit, hi. You have the same deck as well. Isn't it beautiful? This deck is really old. I've had it for a very long time. But when I work with Ancestor, I love to literally just go there. And usually what I ask my ancestors, or even my ancestors and my spirit guides, is to kind of show me a description of what the person looks like by the image as much as possible. Britt, if you're addicted to Oracle decks, oh my Lord, guys, I'm bragging, I know, but this people. Tina May, thank you for joining Hedgeridge community as well. We're going to see you on the live. This deck, guys, do yourself one little favor, okay? It's very deep. This is one of the most beautiful decks, and I'm not advertising them because they're sponsoring me or anything. Just look at this. I just have an absolute love for the beauty of what these decks are, so I'm using that one today. Some of these understandings in these cards are very deep, and it's literally gold foiled, so it's very luxurious. You see what I'm saying? And I will, even if I have to, I'll go to the book, because the meanings are stunningly, absolutely stunningly beautiful. Were you working with that? I think it's so appropriate with the ancestor energy. It's just got that feeling. And then we're going to use our gateway oracle deck. Let's see what doors are opening for you here. Let's see what the way is forward for you. So let's start out with the first energy. I don't know how it's going to come through. I'm very open today. I'm not like got a like a kind of like when I usually do my recordings, I usually got like a system of how I'm doing things. We're just going to throw cards on the table, okay? I'm very relaxed, and I'm kind of like doing this as well. So, okay. All right, that card, it's just got me. So there is first energy coming in. Very honored, first of all the ancestors that are kind of like lining up, you know, for us here. And the first one coming in, this is a man, okay? This is a male energy. This might be very specific to somebody out there. I'm going to say a couple of things that I'm hearing my spirit guides kind of like translating for me, because I'm hearing a language that I don't understand, okay? There's a language I don't understand here. And they're kind of like saying, brother, a brother, like could be father, but brother, even child. I'm sorry to say, but that's what's coming through. Brother kind of energy, uncle kind of energy, could even be father, depending on where you are in the family. But we've got the knight coming in here. And this person is literally, oh, creation. The language that I heard, I can't identify it. So I can't identify it. It's like kind of like, blah, 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 and I don't know what, I can't identify it. And my spirit guides immediately just take over, and they're just like speaking now. They're literally saying, be brave and honest. So with regards to what this is, you'll know if this message is for you, because it's going to come up as if you have something in your life now that you're facing, and you kind of got to become the knight, you know what I mean? And you got to go to face something, you're going through something, you're like, oh, okay, so I'm going to have to go do this, you know what I mean? And I'm going to have to handle this, and I'm going to have to take care of this. I'm going to have to go stand up and go face some certain things, or I've got to face something in my life right now that I'm not 100% sure that I want to go through. It's kind of like that brave energy, you know what I mean? Kelly, how are you? So with this energy coming in here, this ancestor of yours, or this passed on loved one, you may know them. For somebody out there, I think you know who this person is. There's somebody like connected to you in family. uncle, brother. That's what I keep on picking up, like, and they are like saying, you know what, during this time that you're going through like a period in your life where you kind of like get a bit of anxiety about those certain things, because I'm picking up a bit of an anxiety feeling. I'm there. I'm going to help you. I'm going to move you through. Stand your ground here. Also, make sure that you actually, like that honest energy. If you have to stand up for yourself, even though you're going like, oh, maybe I should just keep quiet about this. This is kind of like not the time. I'm imagining like work, maybe you're going, let me not make drama about what this is, and that kind of feeling, no, this is the time you need to stand up. You understand? So let's see what this text got to say here. Very interesting. Get carried away. Oh my God. Yeah, you're being so protected. Oh my Lord. You're being so protected. Just look how this ancestor is literally just protecting you and carrying you. I think that, to be honest, because this card has come up, it almost means like you're being moved. It would kind of be in the tarot a Six of Swords, like a Six of Swords energy, because spirit guide is taking you somewhere. So I kind of feel like you could be being moved somewhere else, or you could be being moved through something. This is very good. Okay, because if you've got this kind of support coming in from an ancestor, mind-blowing. Camellia, welcome to Hedgewood Tarot community. We will see each other in about 2 hours. Okay, so this I love, because you know what, ancestors and spirit guides and angels, they all do different things. So a spirit guides they're helping you with your chosen lessons that you want to learn. What did you want to unfold in this lifetime? And they've got your path, literally like a GPS map there with them. And they're trying to get you to get on that path and be who you're meant to be. Your ancestor is also with you there. They're like, yes, I would like you to be the best version of who you want to be. But an ancestor is really concerned about, are you okay? Okay, are you okay? Because isn't it, if I was your mom, I would be like, are you okay? Are you happy? Are you eating? Do you have a roof over your head? That's an ancestor. So this ancestor is helping you in such a huge way. They really, I think they're going to move you through something, or they're going to help you forward here. But they just got there. You know what's so interesting? It looks like there's a cloak around you as you are being moved. You can see the first two people. If you can see with all my lighting, it looks like a cloak. And this in this image, he is actually wearing a cloak. Okay, so that is amazing. That's actually amazing. And if you guys ever like wonder, like, do we get reborn again? And what happens if my ancestor gets reborn, or my mom and dad who are past get reborn? Will they still stop maybe protecting me from the other world? No, the answer is no. We are in many places at one time. So their higher self will always be their higher self in the spirit world, even if they can become reborn. And they will still connect you to their people. You understand? So it's everywhere. So it can even be your ancestors already being reborn, but they're still protecting you from the spirit world. That being said, even we are in the higher self realm as well. So we're an ancestor to somebody else. Launching your journey. This is very beautiful. So we've got, I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. It truly matches with this energy of like, get carried away and you start launching your community. Terry Novella, thank you so much. Welcome to the community. We will chat later. It'll be so fun. This energy shows me as well, because it does saying get carried away, and then it looks like I've got a bit of bags packed there. For some of you guys, you may actually maybe be relocating or something like that, or moving somehow from where you are, which could be you saying, oh wow, I'm moving to maybe a new job, or I'm moving where I am, or I'm leaving maybe my home where I'm living, I'm moving to a new home, that kind of thing. And if it's not that energy of actual physical movement, it's really moving through a stage in your life, moving you forward into something else. So I really got this real strong energy in this whole reading. It's like you're going to go through something. You're not going to bypass something. That's what you need to know. But you're going to go through it, and you are protected all the way you're going through. You got a knight protecting you. A knight, it's a bodyguard basically. So you got a bodyguard. Let's get some tarot out and have a look a bit deeper for you. King of Pentacles, oh that's good. Page of Wands, Five of Wands, that's what you're going to go through. And you got your new beginnings. Three of Wands, so beautiful energy. The King of Pentacles, I feel like coming up immediately. It goes straight to this feeling of, oh, you're safe. Oh, you're safe. You're secure, you're safe, you're stable, you're being held. We got you tight. That kind of feeling, we're holding you tight. You're not going to fall. You're going to be fine. You know what I mean? And then we got this beautiful, I just feel like also any like stability issues that you may be worried about, like finances or maybe your home stability, your career stability. Oh, there's nothing like that with the King of Pentacles. Woo! Always that is in safety and long-term, usually showing long-term. Then we got a beautiful Page of Wands coming in here. There's an absolute new beginning for you here. There's a new aspect of you being revealed, which is quite interesting with the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, it can mean so many different things because it depends on what's going on in the reading. So with this Page of Wands, I feel like there's a new aspect of you being revealed, something about yourself that you haven't really seen before. Almost like, I've never seen this kind of strength before. I've never seen this kind of endurance before. I've never seen this kind of dedication before. You know, that's something that you know, all of a sudden you're like, wow, I'm so strong and I didn't even realize it. That's what I'm picking up there. Like a new element of you, which I love. And you are going to move with this new element of you right through what I was talking about. You're going right through the Five of Wands. You're going right through anything you have to be dealing with, life's challenges, moving you through that. It's very, very clear to that. It just could not be better. Could not be better, because you got this Three of Wands. I love Three of Wands. Three of Wands talks about everything. It's going good, guys. It's like, first of all, Three of Wands would be like your expansion in life. So there's more you're doing. There's a bigger reality that you're living in. So you could be getting to know more people. You could be doing something you've never done before. You could be expanding your reality in some kind of way that you've never done before. And you literally on this precipice here, looking out here in this Three of Wands at this new life that you step into. You're moving through it. You know what I mean? So I'm so absolutely thrilled. Oh, thank you so much. We got this reading in. I'm going to see somebody. Oh, Magical Mystery School. How are you? I love to see the little purple moon. You've been with me for so long. I hope you will be hanging out with me a little bit later. I'm going to come back. I'm going to go have dinner. And then I'm going to come back and, like, you know, if I can have dinner. Yeah. My teeth, guys, have been it's very bad. It's very painful. And I tried to eat some grapes, so I couldn't eat grapes. And I ended up having to eat grapes with a fork and knife, and a knife and fork. And I was like cutting grapes with a knife and fork. Yeah, that's what's happening with me. But it's all good. It'll be great in like a week or two from now. I'm actually so much better. I think I recorded my first video about this week after I had it. And I could barely speak. At the end of the video, my jawline was just like so unbelievably painful. And I was just like, oh. But yeah, we go through these things for improvements. It's okay from a situation we had. So I'm going to go into another one. I've got my other phone here and I am watching your comments. So it's wonderful to see you all in here. Chris, how are you? Happy Sunday. Oh, I'm so glad you're in the first live with me. There will be a lot more lives as well. Now I can get my routine back together, get to back what I was doing before. Oh no, I see you lost yours. I had operation in my gums. I've got bolts and screws everywhere. Everywhere. It's like, okay. And in South Africa, our dentists are like, no, guys, you don't need to be put to sleep. We'll deal with this. In South Africa, we don't have like gas, so they don't put us to sleep or anything. They just inject you 50 times in your mouth, and then you lay there. And you're awake, fully awake, and they're like, don't worry. And you're like, you know what I mean? I thought they were going to break my jaw at one point. I was like, oh, come on, what are you doing? You know, but yeah, that was hectic. But meditation, guys, it helped. I just sort of zoned out and I was like, just breathe, got through it. Never again. I cannot deal. So let's get the next oracle card out. Let's see who will come in. Spirit guide. Let's see. Oh, I've also got some exciting news now that I've got you all here. I've got a series starting very soon in the next week or two. We're going to be looking at crystals. So I've got an amazing person who is like sponsoring me all these crystals. We're going to go into what that is. If you want to understand anything about crystals, and this is going to be not what you usually see about crystals, because I've got an understanding about crystals that's not in any books. So I'm going to be teaching that as well. It'll be a weekly series that I'm doing, and you will see sustainably harvested crystals, not crystals that are just taken from mass production kind of a thing, unfair treatment, all of that. It's beautiful. They are stunningly beautiful. And I'm going to teach you guys how to talk to your crystal. Do you know who your crystal is? I have Moldavite. I'm going to have a sister Moldavite coming. Do you know your crystal? Have you spoken to your crystal? Do you know it has a personality? It will tell you things. Yeah. You think sometimes, even though it's got a meaning, a hematite, protection, whatever, but it can also maybe not even be that. So I'll teach you how to do that. So next ancestor, waiting extremely patiently. A snake coming in here. I want to get more energy. This is also a male ancestor. Absolutely father, grandfather. Absolutely father, grandfather. I just want to say, whomever this ancestor is to you or passed on loved one is, they are very good looking. So if your father is, you're in Johannesburg. Yeah, I'm going to be in Joburg next week. Yeah, I'm actually moving to Joburg in the next 2 years, so I'll be around there. Yeah, must have a meet and greet, guys. There, it'll be fun. Yeah, so whoever this passed on loved one is here, when they were very handsome. Okay, I'm just saying. I must comment. I must say that. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But they're letting you know that there's an aspect of your life here. Your father was really good looking, so was your mom. Oh wow, what do you look like? Must be like a supermodel. I'm just saying. So with this energy, there's an aspect of you that's been shed in your life, and it shows as if something has been removed, or even you are changing in some kind of way. So you're kind of changing. I don't think part of this changing and this sort of like letting go of certain things in your life, letting go of different aspects of who you used to be, people, experiences that you've been having, is that easy. I feel like it's a little bit uncomfortable to navigate this change. And parts of you guys, yes, crystals, parts of you guys, I'm glad you speak to your crystals. Parts of you guys may also be, this card may literally also be not wanting to let go of certain things. Okay, and now we got the walk the flower path. Okay, I had this in my other reading. I actually want to just consult my book quickly. I do remember, but I just want to be sure if that's what exactly it's about. This deck, if you read this, the booklet that comes with it, which is just absolutely stunning, I cry. It's beautiful poetry, you know what I mean? So walk the flower path, it's about what you're carrying with you. Oh yeah, I remember now. It's about what you carry with you. It's about this feeling of, what are you watering? Which flowers are you watering in your mind? Yeah, like when the world that should weighs you down, pinning you into a reality that is too small for you. Yes, my darlings. Okay, remember the flowers. They bloom not as a matter of effort, but as a matter of essence. They just bloom, okay? So I feel like with this energy, I love what it says here. When you walk in a world of should that weighs you down, pinning you into a reality that's too small for you. I really do kind of feel like we are looking at something changing here. There could be aspects of that change that doesn't really, like you wish you were not somewhere. Like, I don't wish I was here. I don't know. Thank you so much. I love this channel. Thank you so much. She's got it all. I love it. Yes. So with this energy, sometimes I also feel from this card like, maybe there's two aspects of what's going on here. I feel like for some people, there's an old life shedding away. But you like going, I don't want to go into the new life. I want to stay here. And then all of a sudden, it's another aspect of others of you going, I don't want to be here. I want to be in my new life. I want this to shed away. And it's almost like Spirit Guide saying, at the moment that you are in, can you just water your garden here? Because the flowers are not growing there. A flower grows right here. So it's like, be patient. This is going to shed. Things are going to change for you. Just hold on to this energy of patience. Okay, this is very interesting. I do feel like this passed on loved one, there's something about, I'm going to say what they're saying. I'm going to say exactly what they're saying. I'm clear audience, I'm hearing him talking. So he's saying like, I don't actually like what I've seen in certain things in your life. I don't like what I see. I don't like what I see. There's something I don't like what I see. And I don't like that. He's saying, I don't like that. Also for some of you, it's like, I don't like that person. You know what I mean? So you may not really approve of somebody that has been around you or around you in your life or situation. And he's kind of like going, I really would love to see you step into where I know will make you happy, you know? So very caring, very loving towards you. I do feel grandfather, father. I cannot be further than that. It's too direct to you. It's too, like the line is too close. I feel that emotion coming from him. So it tells me that that's very close. The more emotion that I feel from an ancestor, the closer they are to you. Okay, so this one's, it's strong. It's strong, very loving. I feel like he was very proud of you. Like he could have held you as a baby as well. Like just looked at you and said, this is going to be my favorite one. You know what I mean? That kind of energy. So trust your intuition. A door is opening for you. And okay, first of all, trusting your intuition is coming in. That means he is communicating with you through dreams, through little signs, through the little voice in your head, encouragement. Come on, it's going to be just fine. Sometimes you say that to yourself, you're like, oh, it's going to be fine. Don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. That's him. Spirits or ancestors do not speak like me. You can hear me in your room. They can sometimes and wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, but they will speak in your mind as a voice, almost like your own mind's voice, but it's not the same. You will pick it up. You're going to ask, you can pick it up eventually. And I see the keyhole there and say, my life is truly guided. Oh my goodness. My life is truly guided. Absolutely, yes. Yes, you are being guided into this beautiful new life. And I think you are absolutely, in my opinion, where you are meant to be here. This is beautiful. I absolutely love this so much. Let me get this deck shuffled and get some tarot cards out, because it will give us more like specific like ideas of what he's thinking, what he wants to show us. This is interesting. And remember, as a collective, as we are all here, what the ancestors and even my spirit guides will do, they are going to sort of like group people. So they'll be like, okay, what are you coming here to talk about? And they'll be like, no, I don't like where my child is. I don't like where my grandchild is. I want them to leave a certain aspect of their life. Go there. Stay in group A, you know, and group B, what are you here for? It's about love. Okay, group B. And then that's how they get these messages. So it's a collective of people all trying to get that same message out. And sometimes they can give very specific information about themselves, but it's, you know, it's your information. And it's a couple of people here who are going, oh no, that's me. Oh no, that's my dad too. Oh no, that's my dad too. You see what I mean? Or my granddad. So that's amazing. I love that has come up again. Yeah. Wow. Okay. There's been a lot of luck. I think this is what he doesn't like. I will tell you straight. He doesn't like something here with the shadow self. The shadow self will be looking into dark areas of your life. I think he's kind of like saying, or they, as a collective are saying, there was a time we watched you kind of dealing with that, which is the Five of Swords, and you kept on maybe a little bit in denial about something. It could have been love. Yeah. When were we ever going to denial? When we're in love with somebody, then we just denial, you know what I mean? And there's an aspect here, even right now, it's for other people where there's something that's not right with the shadow self energy, and it's a problem, but it's getting a little bit like, it'll be fine, it's going to be ignored. I'm not going to look at this, I'm going to pretend it's not happening. Let me just go get my hair done, you know what I mean? Let me just go and watch a movie, it's going to be fine. And I think he's letting you know that actually this kind of thing that's kind of been a little bit he's saying like a thorn in your side, you know what I mean, that's been in your life a while, is going to be put down. 10 of Wands comes in here. You're going to walk away from something here. You're going to put something down, an aspect of your life that's been like that heavy to carry. A lot of stress coming up with the 10 of Wands. Whoa, how many, are you one person or like 3 people? That's what he's saying. What are you? Are you 3 people in one body? How much can you do? How much can you carry for so much longer. You are about to put this down. You're going to put this down. I love the fact that every time a male ancestor is coming through, the King of Pentacles walks up here. So we kind of understanding the male energy for as a man. Like if it was my dad, who's also passed on, he would be like saying, "Is your bills paid? You know, you've got money, do you have food, what are we going to do, do you have a job?" It would be all those kind of things. If my mom had to come through, she'd be like, "Are you okay? Are you happy? You know, you're feeling okay?" You know, all those kind of things. She'd be worrying, "Can you go shopping?" My mom would ask that. So it'd be like, you know, the stability is absolutely there. The stability is absolutely there. I think, like, to be honest, even with the shadow self here, light's going to be shone onto certain areas of your life that maybe you have, like, you know, it's like, I just don't know about that right now. Let me not look at this. Let me just hope everything gets better. And I think it's actually something that's going to be shifted away from you, which is actually a very good thing, to be honest. I think it's amazing. So let's get to the next message as well and see what's going on. I'm really enjoying doing this. I missed it so much. It's so actual fun to come in here and chat with you guys, connect like this. It's so very different, because when I'm doing the recordings, it's very like, you know, I can't be me and relax. So this is fun. So, okay. Okay, thank you guys, are absolutely amazing. You just saw a blue spirit orb next to me. That's your dad. Colors like gold and white and blue can be very, very deeply spiritual. Those are very promising, beautiful colors. Even purple, indigos, very beautiful colors. So blue is soothing for me. So it seems like that blue orb would be a very soothing, wanting to soothe you, like it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So I love that so much. Woo, I love it. So let's get in here and have a look and see what else will come through. Okay, very impatient person coming up here. Like me. It's me. It's my turn. Me. Small person. Not a very tall person, a kind of a petite human being. So, okay, let's see what will come up here. This is interesting. Very talkative person coming in here. Oh my God. And literally, what I've got is this like kind of like small person, you know what I mean? Shiloh master. But I'll be honest with you, I've already picked up on female energy here as well. Okay, I've picked up on female energy. I've picked up on male energy as well. I picked up on both those feelings. But this person is kind of petite. My mom would be put in here. She was really small person. Be graceful in movement and action. So this is very interesting to come up here. I actually want to draw a tarot card, and there's a meaning behind this that I actually want to understand. When you say be graceful in movement and action here, what are you meaning? First of all, she says, do not stop moving. Be like me. She was a very busy person. And also, if it was a male as well, very busy person, very like active human being. I feel like he's kind of like, or they, I want to say they because it's both genders. I feel like they're kind of like saying, don't stop moving, don't become stagnant in something here. There's something about stagnancy. Don't become stagnant. There's no energy flowing. That's kind of like what I'm feeling. Don't become stagnant. There's no energy flowing. Okay, that's interesting. That's the card. Let's see what that is. Four of Wands. There's a new beginning waiting for you. So you need to move forward in some kind of way. Literally. There's a new beginning here coming in. And you know, this feeling as well, like I just saw somebody said, like, don't rush. Yes. Like, be graceful in movement and action, but also don't stand still, but don't panic, but keep moving towards something. Yeah, there's a new beginning with the Four of Wands. But there could also be somebody out there who is kind of like knowing they're supposed to go do something. They've got a calling to go do something. There's something that they're going, you know what, there's something I want to start, there's something I want to do. And there's no actual movement going towards what that is, that kind of feeling. So kind of like step by step moving forward. Come on, let's get going. Let's get moving, because this can take you to another start in your life. Really, honestly, guys, yeah. You know, you can try these ideas that pop into our mind 1,000 times and they don't work out. But when that next idea pops into your mind, you better try it again, because there's just that right moment. There's just that right tuning of energy, and it can really, like in your reality, change everything for you. So never say never. Always live life to the utmost fullest. Seek the symbols. This is about spirituality a little bit as well, with the seek the symbols energy coming in here. I think on my last collective reading had this card, and you can go back and check it. It was a recorded video. I literally released it today, and this card was in there, and it kind of like talks about you're a seeker, and a spiritual path is a person who is a seeker. So they're seeking information, they're seeking understanding and knowledge. And I really feel like there is almost like a spiritual aspect, maybe even to this person, this ancestor coming in. It can even be a spiritual aspect to you and your journey. And you might even be seeking signs like, am I doing the right thing if I do this? Is this right for me? Should I do this? Shouldn't I do this? You know, it's hard to make decisions. I know. I'm the same. I'm like, should I do this? Shouldn't I do this? Should I do this? You know what I mean? And I always like, spirit guide, should I do it? And they always say, yes, just do it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, never mind. You know what I mean? And like the seek the symbols, you could be looking for symbols or signs if I'm doing the right thing. Because whenever we see a hand in any oracle card or tarot deck, there's a lot of hands being shown. It's about action, because what do your hands do? They do something. They touch things, they do things, they pick up the phone, they make the phone call. So it's about action. You could be kind of like wanting to go and do something and kind of saying, I don't know if I should, you see. Oh, thank you so much. It's my absolute pleasure. Thank you, Samina. Thank you so much. Yeah, we literally got the same card we had a little bit earlier, launch the journey. Yeah, launch your journey. I am an intrepid traveler sailing forth into the universe. Yeah, begin this journey. Launch this journey. You don't have to rush as well. Do it step by step, but get yourself going. Okay. I feel like, so I'm hearing that, first of all, I hear a lot of talking going on here. I hear one spirit guide kind of, or one ancestor kind of like saying, what do you got to lose? What do you got to lose? You know, come on, what do you got to lose? And there's another one going, no, you're going to be fine. And they're much the same kind of energy. So I can see them all bolt together. This could be, honestly, any kind of family. Also, I'm picking up in both male and female. So it can be any part of your family that I'm picking this up from. It can be even sister to some of you, brother to some of you. It can be parent as well. But you know what I keep picking up on? I feel like this person had very like almost like youthful or childlike energy. So even if they got very old, they always kind of seem like, you know, they were kind of like that energy of a child in them. Like they never grew up. That kind of feeling. Thank you so much. Beautiful love. Gilberta, thank you so much. I love the little unicorn on the end there. I'm just saying, that reminds me, I must get a unicorn deck. So yeah, let's see. We got a hermit here. Got a queen of swords. Yeah, this is basically your message. Yeah. Bit of fear coming up. 4 pentacles. Tower card coming in. Holy moly. The hermit card is stagnancy. It's stagnancy. Not always. It depends what happens in a reading. So the hermit card means to look within for the answers you seek. It means to understand things, but you need to understand it from soul's growth. To be honest with you, every spiritual answer you ever need is in you already. It's in your DNA, it's everything. We just don't remember. And every time you go into like a spiritual reading or you read something spiritual and you hear something and you go, oh, wow, that makes so much sense. You actually aren't going, oh my God, I just discovered something new. You're actually going, oh my God, I remember. And I feel like a lot of this is there in this reading because there is a very spiritual element to who I'm reading for. But there's also like almost like a sitting still energy, a bit of stagnancy. What I know, especially if you're on a bit of a spiritual journey and you're learning more about spirituality, about yourself, self-growth, there's a lot of events impacting the beginning of 2024 where spiritual people, especially empathic people, people who have got like sixth senses, very, you know, that kind of vibe, spiritual people who are on the spiritual journey, so if I can speak, okay, their energy was a bit dragged down in the first couple of months. And it affected almost all the spiritual community across board. And it is because of collective energies in the world really vibrating on another level. We all know what we're talking about, the situations happening all over the world. And remember one thing here, your growth, your light that you shine. Excuse me, when I talk too much. Your growth, your lights when you shine, that light that you shine. We only need 2.2% of the population to shine the light to change the big story. Not 18%, not 500, 50%, no, 2.2 can create a shift. So you working on you is also okay in hard times. Okay, that is your focus energy. Come on, girls, come on, boys. Okay, it is time. It is time to focus. I love the Queen of Swords because she's looking at where she needs to go. She's looking at what she needs to do now, and she's gonna go do it. She's gonna go do it. Okay. Oh, I just see somebody says 555 watching. Oh my goodness, I haven't even looked how many people are here. So hi, welcome everybody. I didn't see you. I think the last time I checked we were like 300. So welcome. I'm so glad to have you. What I can pick up here is that there's a little bit of a, and thank you Gilberta, so wonderful. You're going to feed my tarot addiction, my deck addiction, I'm just saying. With this energy, this could be why there's a bit of like holding back. The Four of Pentacles. That's fear, like about stability, fear about making a mistake, fear about putting your energy and time into something that doesn't go the way you want it to go. And maybe also worried that if you do something, literally, you're going to actually have, like my life will come crumbling down, things will go wrong. What if I pull my whole life down and I head in a new direction? And what if I'm not doing the right thing? This is all of that. That's all of that vibe, you know what I mean? And I wanted to break the deck. Sometimes I get this weird, like last card, like it leaves me with a question mark, and I'm never satisfied with the question mark. My spirit guides know me. They're like, oh, yeah, she goes. You know what I mean? So spirit guide, just show me another card. I'm curious because you got a Tower, so things can definitely drastically change for you. I mean, seriously change. Somebody just commented and said, trust your intuition. Wait. I'm going to have a look and see. I remember seeing you saying, trust your intuition. I'm not going to find you. You know you are. Hi. The High Priestess gets revealed. Yes, trust your intuition. Trust that you're doing the right thing. Do you know you are your higher self and you're living here as well? You are... it's more than what you can ever do, and you need to trust that soul. You have these spirit guides guiding you. They tell you, like, just go, just do it, just don't be afraid, you know what I mean? Just move into what this is. And sometimes we're so scared, you know. One thing I learned on my own journey, I don't know, I'm another human being. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I've got like 5 placements of Sagittarius in all my major houses. So obviously, like, hello, how am I alive, you know? It's just like, when you get an idea, do it. Don't think. If I had to think every time I got to do something, I would never have published one video on YouTube. Never. I would have said, nah, if that goes wrong, what if that goes wrong, what if this goes wrong, what if this, oh my God, I would never have done it. So now when I get an idea with regards to something, I can wake up tomorrow morning and go, maybe I should do that. And I will do it on the same day. And you know what? It's the flow. Then you're in the flow and you just go poof. Thank you so much, honey. And I was like, you know. So that's where you need to go here. I think don't stand still, especially when it comes to like doing something new, changing your life in some kind of way. Go for what that is. You know, you don't have to pull a tower moment, but like this one says here, be graceful in movement and action. So start to do what you need to do, moving in the direction of where you want to go, and see what happens. Life is meant to be lived. I will tell you that. Life is meant to be fully experienced. We are here. The way we aid this earth in what we are meant to do is to give it. The earth lives through us. Do you know this earth? We are the earth, and the earth is us. Because I'm pagan, so you know I connect to Mother Earth. But we are her eyes. We are, do you get that? I'll say it again. We are Mother Earth's eyes and hands and smell and touch. And she experiences her own creation through us. Okay? And so she wants to see more. She wants to make more. She wants to be more. She wants to grow more. And we have to, a lot of our problems that we have been having here is we've been completely cut off from Mother Earth. How can you be cut off from, if I take my, my kidney out of my body and I put it on the table, will it live? No. Okay, so we've got to be immersed back into the earth, into the mother again, and you'll see miracles. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go. Wait a little bit. Let me see who's going. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. I am such a stickler for the comments, guys. Okay. Oh, hello from Texas, Karen. How are you? I hope that you will join us later. It's going to be in about around about an hour or two. I'm going to go and have dinner if I can have dinner. Anyway, it'll be a yogurt, you know what I mean? So, and then I'll come back. Okay, a lot of cards are falling. Okay, what's going on with that energy? A lot of cards. Okay, show me the card that I need to see, please, Spirit Guide. Let's have a look and see. What's the specific message now? Okay. Ooh, okay, we're going to move into a little bit of a heavier energy. I can feel it right now. Interesting. We're going to see what comes up here. Water Guardian. I knew it. Why are you doing this to me? Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. I knew. Okay. Water Guardian talks about emotions of somebody. So that's why I said we're moving into a little bit of a heavier energy. I kind of felt like the weight now coming in. And the ancestors are kind of like standing around going, yeah, we've been carrying, we've been holding, we've been supporting somebody out there who has seen a lot of tears, and that's coming from them. Your tears are not going unnoticed. We do see it. We see everything. Oh, we're going to go into everyone. Okay, guys. Okay, so it's like somebody doesn't know how to change something, fix something, and there's a lot of emotion involved here. There's a lot of feeling like, I don't know how. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know what do I do? How to help me? And that's the feeling that they're just speaking. I'm just literally repeating, okay, what I'm hearing. So this is a bit of a deeper one. So we're going to go in here and have a look and see what comes in. Focus, the energy comes up here. This is my stalker card for a couple of days. Every time I worked with this deck, it said focus, like focus. Okay, I know I can't focus right now. What's bolts in my mouth? Okay, so with the focusing coming in here, it's truly, and the energy is like a female energy, by the way. If this is a man to you, because I did pick up on a smaller group of men, if this was a man to you, that was a balanced human being, okay, because he wasn't afraid of emotion. He wasn't afraid to show love, to hold you, to do something that was the woman's job, you know. And I think he was a very helpful person, it was attached to his emotions. So he was there attached to emotions. Very good parent, I would say. This energy of the focus coming in here, I feel like it's really tied to, first of all, focus on what it is that's going to help you here. There's a trapped feeling here. Look in the eye. Look in the eye. You see, there feels like a trapped feeling. And there could be something coming up here. I'm hearing them say like an answer to your prayer. Because they did say earlier on, we're actually seeing all of this. We're seeing it. Something going on. Asia, welcome back. It's so good to have you back. Thank you for coming back again one more time. Let's have a look and see. So let's get one more card out. Let's look at the doors that may open here. What's coming in for you? Okay, I saw it. Let's have a look and see what that is. Renewing your life. Wow. Yeah, radiant vitality is filling my life. And I love the way this person is pushing the clutter off the edge of the cliff like that. Yeah, I think here there's going to be stuff that's this clutter that's taking up so much space here, that's filling your life here, that is draining your energy, that is frustrating you, that is not okay. It's gonna be pushed out. Something will be let go of here. Quite interesting. So I want to get in and get some more energy. Remember, with the focus energy, do be careful what you focus on here. Excuse me. I feel like if you're sitting focusing a lot on what the problem is, there has to be a little bit of a detachment from that, a surrendering, to be honest with you. One of the first things I learned long ago on the spiritual journey, which was very difficult to do, was if you cannot change a situation that you're in, then you have to accept it. And that was for me, I couldn't accept that because I was so young, I was like my 20s, and I was like, what? No, I'm not going to accept. I can't accept. I can't do this. No, 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 no. And then I actually understood a bit later only what that means. So when you're stuck in a situation and you don't want to be there, it's very emotional for you, dealing with something here, and you like, no matter what you do, no matter what you try to think of doing, you don't know how to do something. How do I fix this? How do I do this? How do I go there? Whatever. Then all you can actually do is only change your energy. Because if this is not going to change, then I don't know how to do it. I can't lift it. I can't carry it. I don't know way forward. Then the only power I have is in here. So I must change my energy. I must change my energy. And when you accept it, I surrender now. I give up. I just surrender. I'm going to accept this, and this is what it's going to be. This will be the rest of my life now. It's fine. I'm going to accept it. That acceptance immediately shifts the energy. OMG. And when the energy shifts like that, the energy around you must shift. It is the law. It is the way that it is. So that's how you can come out of a really difficult situation. Not by fighting against it, especially if you don't know how, but literally by shifting your energy, and you'll see a massive change. So let's get into here and see a little bit what's going on here. My goodness, a lot of I'm just gonna blow my nose. It's getting cold here in South Africa, guys. We're literally moving into winter now, so you can kind of see me like getting a bit warm. So I will tell you, I think we're looking at the tarot cards that I've taken out here. We're looking at some kind of like I don't feel safe energy. I don't feel stable. There could have been some kind of loss here with that, you know. Yeah, I love that. Yes, if you're stuck in a fight or flight something, do something creative. Go do art or whatever. Don't stay in fight or flight. You cannot create from that place. Okay. This energy, this Five of Pentacles shows up. It means it's either been a loss of finances, a loss of career, loss of a relationship, or the fear thereof. It can be the feeling that you're not safe. Five of Pentacles is a transitioning card. But it's, you know, the fives are not fun cards in the tarot. It's what forces you into change. It's what makes you go. You know, it's like it gets more difficult, and you're like, I gotta go. I gotta grow. That's it, you know. So, yeah, it's also called in cranberry. Oh, my goodness, you know, Southern Hemisphere people, you know. So what I can kind of see here, as you're moving forward, I do think there's something you're parting ways with. Because I see this Two of Wands, and I also feel like there's this, it just kind of ties to this focus energy. I feel like they do ask you to kind of look at something positive going to happen. It's going to actually unfold for me in my, I've been trying to get my merchandise in South Africa for like months. Okay, it doesn't want to come. It's stuck in some port somewhere. So with this energy, I've got this always saying, when I'm in a difficult spot, I have amazing saying. I've been saying it for years, and it works for me. It's like, no, everything always unfolds in my favor, perfectly, always. And whenever I'm stuck and I'm like, oh boy, I don't know how I'm going to come out of this. No, everything always unfolds in my favor. Thank you, Spirit. And I surrender right there, and I let it go. And you'll be surprised how things fall out. For me, with this Two of Wands, I feel like there's a change in the road that you're on the path that you're on. I think you're going to move in a new direction, to be honest with you. And I almost feel like there has to be something with stability going on here. Finances, stability, money, career, life, stability, because we have 3 pentacles rocking up in one reading. That is so good. Because there's this energy of like, I'm so kind of worried here. Like I'm working on something, I'm looking at them, I'm building my life here. But he's a bit worried. Look at him, he's kind of like standing there like, unsure. You know, when you put your hands on your chin like that, when you're listening to somebody, you're kind of like going, I'm not sure if I don't trust what you're saying. And you're kind of like going, like, contemplation. Is these pentacles going to come through for me? Is this stability going to be there for me? Is this actually going to grow? Basically, and yes, it is. Yes, it is. I do believe that you're leaving something completely behind here. It's not like you're leaving it behind. It's like separation of paths. And life goes on over there, but you're moving in a new direction. And it is very stable. That can indicate financial stability. It can indicate life stability. You feeling strong in your life as well. Pentacles is about reality. It's about the earth. It's about what we see, feel, and hear around us. What's in your bank account, you know, all those kind of things. So that is there. That is there. And I love that. I feel like your ancestors and even your spiritual team, especially for this specific reading, I feel like there's a very big feeling of like, I feel very blocked. I don't know where I'm going. And I really feel like they're letting you know, like, you are going to be having something more stable coming in, even though you don't see it now. You don't know how, but it is absolutely there. I've been in this situation. I've been in a place in my life when I was married at one time, I'm not married anymore, where I didn't know how. I didn't know how I was going to get through this, because in my life, I was always in business. We were doing a business together. That's not a good idea. Okay, so when your marriage breaks up now, where are you going to go? What's going to happen to you? Somebody's going to take over that business and somebody else is going to leave. So that becomes like a problem. And then I surrendered and I was like, let me focus on the positive. Let me focus on my spirituality, deep spiritual growth. And you end up seeing life just showing you where to go. And that's one of the hardest things to do, to surrender to that, to accept something and go, okay, show me. But I've seen this happen not one time, maybe twice in my own life, maybe 3 times in my own life. I don't even know. I'm old, guys. And it's like I've seen it happening in other people's lives as well. So there's definitely something there. And I even feel like these passed on loved ones that have come in here, they know. Like I said before, they're witnessing something, or they've witnessed something, and it's not gone unnoticed. It's not gone unnoticed. I don't know what that ominous kind of meaning is. So if there's any people involved here, I'm just saying they'll push karma in that direction, you know what I mean? And I feel like they are going to help you to move through something here. There's going to be a new path opening for you, and I think you're just going to take it. I have no feeling, there's no hesitation. Yeah, I don't feel like a hesitation energy. I feel like you're going, you know what? It's got bad in certain times already. How much more bad can it get? Let me just go. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, it's basically, I feel like it's very good energy. I feel like they're walking with you every step of the way, watching you. And there's one message they want to just let you know, like on the emotional level, they're like, you are going to, especially if you've been dealing with something here, they're like, you're not going to cry like that anymore. You're not going to cry like that anymore. Somebody out there has said, my tears are running dry. I'm emptying my tear ducts. There's nothing left for me anymore. Yeah. And they're like, oh no, there's going to come a time in your life where you're not going to cry anymore. You're going to be in another state of mind, another state of being, and you're just going to be in another way. And you're actually going to look back and go, whoa, my life has actually changed quite a lot, and I'm just not that person anymore. It happens, and it's going to happen. So that is beautiful. Love it so much. They're very confident. They're very confident about everything. So they're kind of like, no, we know. Remember when we pass on and we move to the other side, okay, there's many other sides. There's not only one. There's many levels of existence. The way we go when we pass on, time stops existing immediately. And as I would lay out tarot cards on a table, picture yourself or them as being like that. And they can see the past, they can see the present, they can see the future, they can see different options of what can happen, and they're aware of all of it. And this is like literally when they can tell you, like, no, we see something coming, so don't panic, it's laid out in front of us. Love that message. That's beautiful. So let's go. Let's do one more for you guys. Let's see who will come in. Okay, I just want to say something here. Sue Travis, you're saying I'm seeing a blue orb every morning as I'm opening my eyes. I don't know who or what it is. it is nothing bad. You will know when it's bad. Okay, and please, guys, you know, witches are crazy people. Okay, so when something weird happens with us here, we're just like, oh, footsack. You know, if you're South Africa, you're gonna know what that means. It means just go away. You know what I mean? We say that you're elephants, even not me personally. I don't say that you're elephants, but anyway, I don't like play with elephants. But you know, we like footsack. You know, you have power in you. You are a powerful being, as any entity is. Okay, and if something comes around you that's bothering you, say, can you stop it? Okay, and you're like, to the window, to the door, and you're just gonna smudge it up. You know, that's fine. It's don't let it make you scared. Because if you're scared, it will drain your energy. You gotta be like tough, you know what I mean? Don't be scared. Send it love. Okay, send it love. Send it love. And if it's negative, it will never show up again. So you see the blue orb in your room, send love to it. Send love. If that was a negative energy, you'll never see it again. But if it's a good thing, it's going to send love back to you. And that's a positive thing. It's going to be like a good blessing for you. Okay. I don't feel like a blue orb is negative. I really don't feel like it at all. It can be a passed on loved one. Can be a passed on. A lot of passed on loved ones will show up as an orb energy. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes gold, sometimes white, and funny enough, blue. So that is definitely there. Very rare ones can show up like purple kind of color, indigo, that kind of color. Then they're a very spiritual person. So let's see. Oh, Ushan girl from Arizona, how are you doing? Please, all my members, remember I'll be back in about an hour and a half from now, 2 hours from now. We're going to go into our collective, like personal reading, just talk about things. Okay. Last one coming in here, this is definitely a man. I don't know what's going on, but this entire reading was like dominated by like male energy. So I don't mind, that's good. He's wearing the horns that I basically want to own. Okay, I want those horns, guys. Hello, anybody who has horn connections, just speak to me. Okay, so yeah, one day you're going to see me on this channel wearing horns. I don't know, I know in a past life, I wore horns. I know it. Okay, anyway. Hunter comes in here and it says, track down your fears and your desires. Okay, one of the first things when I got this card years ago, and it was like, I remember this card, and the first images I got was this hunter going out, living in this time, going out there in the morning into this wilderness. Guys, if we think our time is bad now, really? This time, that was bad. I just called Uber Eats in South Africa here, and I was like, hello, can you just deliver some pizzas, you know, online? What do you guys want? Boop. A few minutes later, he has the Uber Eats guy dropping. What reality are we living in right now? This was something else. You could not go to, you know, dial Mr. D Food in South Africa and be like, deliver my stuff. You know, no, they had nothing to eat. That when this man went out in the morning to go get what he needed to go get, he didn't walk out of that door and he didn't say to himself, oh, I bet you I won't catch anything today. My children are going to starve. Here we go. Another night without food. No, he went into the snow, into the forest, into the bush, like in South Africa, yeah, and they were like, we're going to go hunt, guys, and we're going to get something. And they went off there and they pushed and pushed. And that's the kind of energy that comes through here. It's like, don't look at the fear. Are you looking at the fear of what can happen? The person that's coming in here is that kind of energy as well. This is a manly man. Okay, this is a man like my dad. My dad, you know, this is a man just like my dad. There's a collective of them coming in. This is a man who was like, I'm going to go feed my family. I'm going to go out that door and I'm going to go get a job. And he got a job. You know, and your mom is at home or she's working or whatever, and he's like, no, we need to have a new home. He'll come back, I got a house, I got a job, I got everything. He took care of the family. This is old school boomer vibe here coming in here, but not a bad negative energy. This was a provider. So that's something coming from you. Wow. Yeah, beautiful message about Mother Earth. Guys, we need to connect here. Do you know when you speak to a tree, You have no idea. When you speak to a tree, or you speak to your pot plants, or you speak to a flower, or water, or whatever, and you literally say, hey, water, I recognize you, I see you. Hello, tree. Tree won't see you. You can stare at it for days, it doesn't see you. The moment you say, hello, spirit of the tree, it'll be like, is there a human engaging me? What's going on? And that information gets fed back to the earth. And it tells all of nature that some human beings are waking up. And then Mother Earth reprograms nature in certain ways. Right now, she's reprogramming nature to break down, to protect itself, to be careful because of our energy. So yeah, you can literally speak to nature and connect with nature. And every time you do that, you address the soil, you address the tree, the water, you will literally, they send information. Immediately it sends information. Oh, there's a human speaking to us now. Hello, and then they send out more information, and then Mother Earth gets that information, and she's like, are they waking up? You know what I mean? Are they reconnecting with me? And then she will adjust nature. She will adjust nature. You see how violent things are in nature right now? A lot of like earthquakes, volcanoes. We don't have connection to nature anymore. And Mother Nature is just like moving herself and really protecting herself, clearing areas out. There must be no houses here. Let's clear it out. We have to reconnect to her. Please do this as a collective right now. Before we go on, please go grab any glass of water. It doesn't matter what water it is. Speak to the water, okay? And tell it that you love nature. Please take my message. I love Mother Earth. I love nature. I'm awake. I'm awakening. I'm connected. I want what's better. I love nature. Just speak whatever you want to speak into it. What do you want to tell Mother Nature? Go outside and pour it somewhere on the ground, and that message gets to her. It gets to her. And if more people can connect like that back to nature, the way we were before. See, these people, they had it very hard, but they were connected. They were fully connected. Why do you think they were wearing horns? Why do you think they had this kind of jewelry? They wore this stuff and they had meaning to them. Connected, you see. And a lot of times they were helped by nature. When they went to go hunt out there and they didn't know where to find food, they would just find this random, like, we haven't caught anything the whole day. Oh my God, let's go back, guys. And they go back, and immediately there walks a stag in front of them. There walks a deer in front of them, and they're just like, we got something, we got something. Yeah, Mother Nature will take care of you as long as you connect to her. So this person, peace, okay. So first of all, there's a peace needed for whoever this reading is for. Whoever they are, this is like, can be your father, can be an uncle, but it's somebody who has been in your life, or somebody out there, can even be a husband, your husband, okay? Basically, they're coming into this energy and they're saying like a new direction is needed. Not necessarily like the entire direction must change. But what I'm picking up on here is a new direction that is needed. It's almost coming in as saying, it's aiming at your peace in life and the quietness and the peace that you need. So we've got the direction gone here. I like the way I actually took out two of these ones. It's fine. We're going to grab another one there. It is what it is. It's what it's meant to be. So with the direction guardian coming in here, choose your path. Choose your path. And I feel like it's tied to something that's got to do with like stepping into your stillness. I love this energy, I got to tell you. My power is born in the majesty of stillness. And I really feel like this is tied to some aspect of your life that needs peace. You're like, I need peace. I need to just, it became very valuable to me at one time, peace, because I didn't have it. If you ask somebody like, what do you value the most in your life? And they go, I just want to be happy. They don't have happiness. They don't have happiness. And at that time, I remember in my life, I was like, what's the most important thing to you? You can literally go back onto my Instagram channel. Guys, I'm not on Instagram. I try to go. I'm not on social media. I try to be, but I can't. My energy is just very in the spiritual energy. So it's not easy for me to be out there. But you'll even see me posting stuff a couple of years ago about peace. I just want peace in my life. I just want quiet in my life because it's what I didn't have. And now It's like I picked that up in this reading. There needs to be some kind of steady flow of life that happens over a period of time that doesn't seem disruptive. One thing after another, one thing happening, one situation over and over again, you see. So let's see here. We've got transform. That's a beautiful deck. I hope YouTube doesn't get me in trouble with this deck. It's not so bad, guys. Just lock it off there. So we've got the transform energy coming in here. There's a transformation, like a new direction, a transformation. I will be honest, for a lot of you guys, the transformation can be internal, almost like you need to like change something inside of you, let go of some things here so you can move in a new direction. That comes through quite strongly. I know for sure changing the inside and like how you kind of feel about something, letting some certain things go, deciding what you're going to be dealing with and what you're not going to be dealing with on a daily basis is very key, because those kind of decisions, they change your direction in life. And that's when you will actually get to this place of calmness, which is interesting. We don't really need to see, can we just be bored? Like lately, it's like literally at this moment, I don't think we've had calmness since it was 2020. I don't think anything's been calm since that time. It's just been speeding up. There's been no calmness for a couple of years now. And every year we go, okay, this year is going to be better. Ride it. 2027, guys. To 2027. Okay, I'm going to ride that wave. Okay, to 2027. So we've got a new beginning for you. To have a new direction card come up here. And then we have a transform card. And then we've got the Fool card. Yes, there's a new beginning. There's an absolute new beginning coming in here. An absolute new beginning. And I feel like part of this new beginning is going to be you making a decision about certain things. I do feel that. I feel like you're going to be making a decision about, I think it's time I move in a new direction. I think it's time I don't put up with certain things anymore. I think it's time I change something. And that is amazing, because not a lot of people do that. People can be so unhappy in their own life, and you ask them like, so you're really unhappy in life. Yeah, do you ever try to change something? No, I can't. Okay, so you're not actually trying to change it. So you're just staying in the unhappy. It's because people are more afraid of the unknown emptiness than the unhappy that they're living with. The unknown is very scary. But that's what I know. It's where all the potential lies. All the potential lies in that unknown out there. What will happen if I do this? You see, that's where, miracles lie. Ooh, go play there. Please trust me. I see, real fears coming up here. There's your typical real fears card. OMG. It's like, when was the last time I said OMG? Like years ago. The 9 of Swords. Maybe this person used to say like, oh my God, or OMG a lot. I don't know. The 9 of Swords is worry. It's either depression because you're not where you're meant to be. You're not who you're meant to be. For me, as a spiritual person, I'm not a medical doctor, so please go see your doctor. Disclaimer. I love that. I'm not afraid of the unknown. Oh, thank you so much, Ramunichi. I love that. Thank you so much. Beautiful energy. I'm also not afraid of the unknown. Yes, I'm also not afraid of the unknown. I love the unknown. The unknown is full of potential. You don't understand what you can create there. I'm like, oh, you don't know. Fresh energy. Let's go. The 9 of Swords is like going, I'm either stuck in the past, and I keep thinking about things that happened to me in the past, and I'm trapped in that environment where my life is just, especially when you go to bed. Oh boy. You start thinking about who did this to you, how your heart was broken, and then you start thinking about the future, and you're like, this is how my life's going to be forever. No one will love me because they didn't love me, and that one didn't love me, and they also didn't love me, so nobody else can love me. I failed here, I failed there, that went badly wrong, so everything's going to fade in the future. And you start going spiraling, like I like to say, down the rabbit hole, and you end up, homeless on the street in your imagination. You know what I mean? Nobody cares about you. And if I never saw you again, and I met you one time only, and you never met me again, and you said to me, what's the most important thing I can ever tell you right now? it will be about this moment, because that will change your life. Whatever you think about in that moment that you put your head on that pillow before you go to bed, even if you lay there for 2 hours in insomnia, you're putting it to your life, you're creating it in your life. Don't think anything you don't want to see. Replay it as if it is happening to you, because that's how you think. You picture this thing that happened to you. Your mind doesn't know it's not happening. This brain does not have eyes, guys. This is not connected to the brain. It's connected through nerves, and it sends signals to the brain. And the brain has a heck of an imagination, and it just forms all these images, what we're basically seeing. But if you're remembering how somebody broke your heart 5 years ago, your brain's going, oh, you're having your heart broken. Yeah, we go. It's happening right now. And what does that do to your energy? It changes your energy completely. And what if your energy changes to that negative, low vibration? The outer world must reflect it. That's it. That is it. So I've got this technique when I go to bed at night. I don't think about what will happen if this happens. Oh my God, what's going to happen next year? Oh my goodness, what happens if my car breaks down on the highway? What do I do? You know, all those funny kinds of things. Like, don't go there. It's like I sit there and I think to myself, okay, what do I want to do? I want to go on a trip. Okay, so I've been planning a bit of it, like an outing sort of trips. I'm like, okay, I want to plan this outing. But let's say it's something more major. You want to have a better job. Let's look at that. You picture yourself laying there on your bed, close your eyes, and say to yourself, picture yourself sending a CV on your computer. You get an email that says come in, and you're like, oh my God, I have a call back. I'm so excited. You walk in there, the interviewer, the HR department who's interviewing you, they love you. They laugh with you. You're charming. You got it. You got it going. Oh my God, you slammed it. The same day they email you back, and they don't even email you. They call you. Will you come back for the call back again? We're breaking it down to like 3 people, but you know they like you. You know what I mean? They call you back. You got the job. You start your first day. You walk in on your job. Picture that as if it's happening to you, okay? And picture it over and over and over and over again. And the moment you feel your mind slip into something negative, smack it, send it away, go back to that image, and do it every night. And see what happens. Because let me tell you, you got the 10. Yes, Tesla 369. There you go. A lot of you guys, you see you all on the spiritual journey. I know. You don't want a job. Then it can be anything you want it to be. What is it that you want to see? What is it that you want to see in your reality? And act as if you pretend you're living it. And if you can't imagine, speak as if you're, in your mind, speak as if you're telling a friend, this is what you experienced. So be like, oh wow, I just want to tell you what I did last weekend. Oh my goodness, I met this amazing person. I started my business. It went so well. Because I don't know what's that, but that's the well we're talking about. Okay, there is a lot of abundance here for you. One way or another, the 10 of Pentacles is like living in a reality where there's an overflow of abundance. You're looking at like nurturing energy here. There's like a grandfather with a baby. That could be this energy as well that came in here. This person could have held you as a baby. There's like a mom and dad in love at the background. There's a doggy there, little dodgy little baby. You've got your home. You've got everything abundant. It's not only finances, it's everything. And you're in this environment, you're in this world where you're experiencing what this is. And I feel like if you can kind of like make this choice and moving in a direction, not only with regards to like what you're focusing on in your life, but also like moving away from what you do, what causes you that. You know what I mean? If something causes you that, no, because you got the death card rocking up right at the end of your reading. The death card is about rebirth. And that's like mind-blowing. We've got Scorpio in this reading. Literally mind-blowing. And this is all of this. This is all of this. It's that. It's this. It's this card here. Because what happens after the death card comes in? The Fool card shows up. So you got the 2 cards right on the end of this reading as the death card and the Fool card. An ending of an old way of your life, a rebirth in you, a rebirth in how you experience things, and a new rebirth literally coming in. There's a new experience, a new life. And it's not easy to change your life, but Can you do it? 100%. I have no doubt. I've got my daughter now. I've been training my daughter with tarot couple of years now. She's quite into it already, and she is literally planning on leaving a corporate career where she's got degrees and she's a manager and she's everything. And she's like, Mommy, my soul is dying. You know what I mean? But I'm like, yeah, but you're in my family line, so it's gonna come eventually, and the bloodline. So she's moving into her spirituality and going in her spiritual journey. So there's certain things that it's scary to do, and we worry about changing things, like totally changing your whole reality. A couple of years from that point when you made that decision, you look back and you're just like, if I knew how good this was going to be, I would have done it long ago. You know what I mean? We all say that. You're like, I wish I knew. And then my spirit guides will always be like, no, the timing was just perfect, because there were certain lessons you were supposed to learn with the difficulties you had to go through, so that you can be prepared to do what you need to do. I like to think of them as initiations. So life will initiate you. Okay, so there we go. Sacred Source Tarot, hello, how are you doing? I hope you'll join me a little bit later. And also Attila Adams, hello, that is our resident wolf from Australia. So it's wonderful. I hope you guys will be able to join me later. Attila, I don't know if you will, because it's going to be like in an hour from now, hour and a half from now, we're going to go have dinner, and then when I come back, but I hope you'll be able to join me. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for being here. It's been wonderful. As I'm talking, I am watching you guys comment scrolling. I'm watching you guys comment scrolling. It's wonderful to see you all here. It is amazing. I definitely think I will let you know during the week when I have my next reading. I'll see what kind of theme we're going to go into, what it's going to be about. Maybe we'll do a spiritual one for you guys. Let's look into, if you're interested in that, I think I'll do a live where we kind of like ask spirit guide to look into your spiritual gifts, look into your spiritual journey. I'm in the mood. So there we go, guys. Sending my love to all of you. And for my members, I will see you later. Go well through the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I'll see my members later. I'll see you also in my next readings. So many blessings to you. Bye.